Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses sing.
Shoo bob shooby doo doo booby doo dow.
And the shot rang out, bang!
Hot dog!
Don't hesitate! It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow!
Well, I got some friends together, went down to the cable TV station. We put on a show now, I'm an overnight sensation. The show is only local, but the audience is vast. And if there's nothing better on, well, they'll turn us on last. Yeah, now I'm a big TV star. You can see me almost anywhere you are. If you bring along my videotape and a battery-powered VCR, yeah, now I'm a big TV star. And you can see me play the fool or act genuine, get embarrassed or already short-circuit out my mind. And you can see me keep on playing when my guitar string breaks, cause we just don't have the time to do no second takes. Yeah, now I'm a big TV star. You can see me almost anywhere you are. If you bring along my videotape and a battery-powered VCR, yeah, now I'm a big TV star. And I'm trying to stay humble, but you know how hard that is. When you are as good as me, it makes your head get big. I'm thankful for the volunteers and the guests who entertain. If I didn't have their help, I couldn't broadcast out my name. Yeah, now I'm a big TV star. You can see me almost anywhere you are. If you bring along my videotape and a battery-powered VCR, I'll wear my cowboy hat and play a song on my guitar, cause now I'm a big TV star. Hey. Well, folks, welcome to Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guest today is Joe Zelman. How you doing today, Joe? All right.
All right. All right.
How you going?
Pretty good, pretty good. I just took a few slippery elm bark tablets. I'm finding them quite beneficial.
All right. We'd like to hear that. Well, Joe, you're a member with me of the New Jersey Songwriters Circle.
The New Jersey Songwriters Circle it is.
And
I'm a proud member, I like to say.
we had our grand finale opening concert for our new compact disc. There it is. I'm showing it to Stan. And we both have a song on this, as well as how many other people? 12 other people. What's the song?
About half the songwriters in New Jersey, I think.
What's the song that you have on here?
I got a song on there called Backpacker's Gospel.
Is that one of the ones you might do today?
I may attempt it.
You may attempt it.
Don't try this at home.
Well, what did you want to start out with?
Well, I want to start out with another New Jersey song, which I was going to try to make as my New Jersey state song, since we still don't seem to have a state song. And this is all about pollution and a wonderful childhood I had growing up in a heavily polluted area, Roselle, New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
And but we didn't really know it was pollution back then. We just thought it was fun.
Now, well, I heard when you tell people you're from Roselle, people say, you mean Roselle Park.
Yes, yes, our football rivals. But this is a little song that has a chorus that I stole from William Blake, but he's dead. I don't think he can get me for copyright.
Okay. We're going to send this to Christine Whitman?
I think we'll try it. We'll try it.
And what's the name of it?
This song went through a few different names. It started out as Sacrifice to the Gods of Stagnant Water, and that was a little bit too much. Then it turned into Jersey, Jerusalem, And now I just decided to call it Jersey Green about 2 hours ago. So we're gonna do
Okay.
some Jersey Green here.
Debuting a new title.
Here we go. Past the worlds of teachers' facts, out behind those railroad tracks, sitting on a soggy stump, romantics in a garbage dump. I had a friend, we used to spend a lot of time under no-color Jersey sky, slowly sinking down in the hometown mud. But do I now accept my fate, born and bred in the Garden State, to rebuild Jerusalem's gate on Jersey's green and pleasant land. Mosquitoes lay their eggs there, and tadpoles grow their legs there. Dragonflies in tandem couple there at random. A rusty beer can finds itself among the lily pads that grow up through the slime, slowly sinking down in the hometown mud. But do I now accept my fate, born and bred in the Garden State, to rebuild Jerusalem's gate on Jersey's green and pleasant land? There's a place where we can go to see aquatic rainbows, are very private or slick, change the colors with a stick. Those oil paintings in the stream were masterpieces, so we like to dream, slowly sinking down in the hometown mud. But do I now accept my fate, born and bred in this Garden State, to rebuild Jerusalem's gate on Jersey's green and pleasant? Tell me that it's not too late for Jersey's green and pleasant land.
Yeah.
Whew.
Little environmental angst there.
A little environmental angst, yeah. One of those very pragmatic songs, really gives you all the solutions in there. Yeah, so that was a song I actually started writing back around 1976. And couldn't think of a way to end it until I finally got old Billy Blake in the book there to steal it from.
So when did you finish it?
A couple hours ago, maybe. Probably about a year ago.
So that's quite a period to be working on a song.
That's a long, yeah. That was
Yeah. I've got some hanging around in my book that are well forgotten. But
I have a lot of them too. I have a lot of them.
Sounds like it was worth remembering.
Well, yeah, it's sort of an obsessive song. It wouldn't let me be.
It took a hold of you. And
Took a hold of me and grabbed me.
how is it that you came to decide you wanted to be a musician and a songwriter?
Well, for better or for worse, I feel it sort of picked me. I've tried to drop it so many times. I mean, I've tried to give it up. I just tried to concentrate on bowling and, you know, the really important things in life. And somehow, every time I'm about to drop the guitar, this little song starts creeping in there. I guess you know what I mean from getting ideas at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you have to get up and write them down.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so It looks like something I'm just going to have to do,
You're stuck
whether I
with
like it or not.
Was there do you remember in your youth or some moment when you went like, wow, that's for me? Deep thinkers.
Deep thinkers. I can remember my brother bringing home Bobby Dylan records and lying there trying to figure out, what is this guy talking about? You know?
We're still wondering.
We're still wondering, you know, bringing it all back home and just lying there and thinking that was so great. So the first thing I had to do was go out and start to write this incredibly cryptic, pretentious poetry that might, you know, stand up to Bob Dylan's. And of course, it never did.
My English teacher hated Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess those works of Bob Dylan haven't gotten any more comprehensible as the years have gone by, but...
No, but a lot of them at least seem to hold together somehow. He has something. Well, why don't you give us something?
Well, this is a song, this is a New Jersey song too, but this isn't about being a kid and playing in the polluted brooks, but this is about growing up and living in a condo, which is sort of very New Jersey, I think. And this one's called Dirt Pile. The futon is a playground, and the carpet is a gym, and little plastic dinosaurs are filling to the brim. And every level surface is a playing field or stage. It's fun to watch the little children when they act their age. Then I get a worried feeling there's no mind improved upon as we sit there watching Star Trek in a couchy marathon. But when the show is over, she is Kirk and I am Spock. It's fun to pretend you're logical when in fact your life is not. Now there's many a condo complex, and they're ruled by martinets. And they say our biggest problem here is parking, kids, and pets. There's kids on the weedy dirt pile, that's the grown-ups' great eyesore. There's more fun with kids on a dirt pile than you'll find in any store. And the futon is a playground, and the carpet is a gym, and little plastic dinosaurs are filling to the brim. And every level surface is a playing field or stage. It's fun to watch the little children when they act their age.
Well, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Well, you have a couple of kids of your own, huh?
I do. Do you have kids?
I have two children, Alice and Julia, age 9 and 6. And they provide the inspiration for a lot of music. Yeah, and pretty soon, a couple of years from now, Alice is going to be playing the violin with me, I think.
All right. She's starting lessons?
Starting young, yeah. She started at about age 4 or 5.
Wow.
She's cooking. She's pretty good.
Cool. Well, right now, I think we're going to take ourselves a little break for a public service announcement. So we'll see you in 1 minute with Joe Zelman on Horses Sing None of It.
You can win this swell set of recordings by artists who have appeared on Horses Sing None of It simply by sending your name, address, and telephone number to me, Ralph Litwin. Horses Sing None of It, 140 Morris Street in Morristown, New Jersey, 07960. You can win recordings by the amazing amazing, incredible. Liza DiSavino, Dennis Dougherty, Margot Hennebach, Juggernaut String Band, Dave Kleiner, Ansel Matthews, Kathy Moser, Patrick Regan, Elaine Silver, New Jersey Songwriter Circle, and these 2 albums by me, Ralph Litwin. To win, send your name, address, and telephone number to Ralph Litwin, Horses Sing None of It, 140 Morris Street, Morristown, New Jersey, 07960. Ah-ha!
Hey, 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 we're back with Horses Sing None of It, and our guest today is Joe Zelman. So, Joe, shall we tell people how to get in touch with you in case they want to find out where you're performing and so forth?
Yeah, I have a phone number that's, well, there it is, listed
There it
right
is.
on the screen. And
And I can't read it without my glasses, so why don't you do
it's
the announcer
area
voice
code
thing.
201, area code 201-263-3039.
And if you want to buy a copy of the New Jersey Songwriter Circle album, you can call Joe at that number. Or if you want to find out where you're performing, do you give lessons or any other thing you want to pitch here?
No, right now I'm not doing any of that, just kind of working on my songs and trying to get a repertoire.
All right. Well, why don't we hear some more of that repertoire?
Okay. This is another sort of co-authored song. This time I went straight to the top, and I stole the chorus from the New Testament. So the verses are sort of made up of all kinds of doubts and uncertainties, and the chorus is sort of made up of a very authoritative New Testament sounding certainty. So this song is called "Be Still." To the afflicted, the incomplete, all those in turmoil, we know who we are. Just close our eyes and we see, no matter how strong is our earthly power, no matter what shape we're in, we shed our skin, what metamorphosis then will begin. I'd like to think after chewing the fat, we might sip from the flower. He said, "Be still and know I am the Lord. I am the Alpha and the Omega." He said, "Be still and know I am the Lord." Come to the Father, come by me, come by me. Down by the river he met them, a great multitude was gathered there. So many voices and so many words, washing over the teacher. He said, "Be still and know I am the Lord. I am the Alpha and the Omega." He He said, be still and know I am the Lord. Come to the Father. Come by me. Come by me. Come by me.
A little religious inspiration there.
Yes, that is supposed to be a very meditative, calming type of song, which sometimes it is, and sometimes I'm just trying to find it on the guitar. So. But, yeah.
Your style says to me some kind of jazz influence.
Yeah, I did study jazz. Strangely enough, I studied jazz piano in New York for a few years with a great pianist and singer. And I never sort of studied it on the guitar, but probably some of it might have translated a bit. And she was an improvising pianist, and she still plays in clubs around the city. Her name's Liz Gorel. If you ever see her name, she's incredible.
So I guess that means you play keyboards too, then?
Yes, I do play keyboards.
Didn't know that.
I've played a few times at the minstrel show for Liza DiSavino for backing when she plays French horn. Some of her jazz stuff. And I've also played organ in church, and
no kidding.
yeah, I've done a bit of that.
All these hidden talents I didn't know about.
That's a fun one too, just to boom it out. With that,
those organs.
You can make a lot of noise. Yeah. So, I think the guitar is still my favorite.
Do you write on the piano sometimes?
Not too much for some reason. It's so big. I don't know. The guitar is like right here and very intimate. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
And the piano is just a big beast. So, we have time for another song, or?
Yeah, I think
How we do
we're
with time?
getting down to our time to start thinking about saying goodbye. We've got 5 minutes left. And we might want to talk to the folks out there and say thanks for tuning in to Horses Sing None of It, and we hope you'll tune in again. And we want to also thank our volunteers who come down here of their own free will and with no compensation whatsoever to operate the cameras and everything. And they all get a credit at the end. So if you know any of those people whose name flashed in front of us at the end, say thanks to them for us. And other than that, I guess we're ready to roll on with
Get
this
that heart
song.
going on.
What is it? What is this song? What do we call it?
Well, this is sort of a ode to traditional family values. You know, being a guy, paying the bills, living in a condo, going to work, coming home. It's called Man of the House.
What kind of work do you do in real life?
In real life, I'm a jeweler.
Really?
I work for a jeweler in Montville, yeah, Schroetz Jewelers, and I also do his hand engraving for him, which is all different kinds of lettering, calligraphy, and metal, and I really kind of enjoy it.
No kidding.
Keeps me out of trouble, yeah.
One of those crafty things.
Yeah, real
People-
little.
It seems like musicians tend to lean towards a
That's
lot
how
of
that's
that.
how I earn these things right here. Yeah, earn them.
All right.
Okay, so this is Man of the House. Like that chord. I came home last night, just a little light shining through the bedroom door a crack. The book was open, there she lay, and she has had a busy day, so I tumbled out of my clothes into the sack. Man of the house, staring at the ceiling, wondering how we're gonna pay those bills. Man of the house, woman like you, darling, somehow we get through, and it makes me glad to be the man of the house. Well, I took my daughter's deer and all that fishing gear down the road to a nearby likely brook. Didn't catch a single trout, But those girls still talk about how Papa caught his own boot with a hook. Man of the house, staring at the ceiling, wondering how we're gonna pay the bills. Man of the house. Woman like you, darling, somehow we get through, and it makes me glad to be the man of the house. What joyous misery this householding can be. Sometimes you wonder just who's holding who. But I'll stake the rent to bet that you will forget to fret when the woman of the house is holding you. Man of the house, staring at the ceiling, wondering how you're gonna pay the bills. Man of the house. Woman like you, darling, somehow we get through, and it makes me glad to be the man of the house.
We've got 30
Right, we've got
seconds to
30
go.
seconds.
How about a
What's
little
the world's
chorus
quickest
of that?
song? Okay, here we go. Man of the house again, we're staring at the ceiling, wondering how we're gonna pay the bills.
Man of the
again.
house.
Woman like you, darling, somehow we'll get through, and it makes me glad to be the man of the house. Man of the house, man of the house, man of the house. Staring at the ceiling, wondering how you're gonna pay the bills. Woman like you, darling, somehow we get through, and it makes me glad to be the man of the house.
Imagine. The world has been shrunk to the size of a gymnasium. It's 6 billion people condensed to a room full of players. They're developing strategies and working together to solve the world's problems. They are all participants in a World Game Workshop. The World Game Institute offers workshops and software to provide people with information, to inspire them, and to empower them to become better global citizens and to have a better global understanding. If you know a group or a school that needs more hands-on work with world issues, please contact the World Game Institute. You can call or write us at World Game Institute, 3215 Race Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19104. Our number, 1-800-220-4263.